Hi there, and welcome to The Well. We're actually on location today at Sweetwater's Craig Ranch on Custer Road. We invite you to come out. And we're here today with our guest on site, Sherri Murphy. Say hi. But we also wanted to mention behind us that we have a huge art exhibit through the Visual Arts of Prosper. So you'll get a chance to see some of the artwork behind us. Sweetwater's is a big patron of the arts and are always supporting different art groups around town. So, Sherri, we're so happy to have you today.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. I
So,
was a little nervous.
you're a professional at this. So,
Oh,
really excited to get into some conversation with you today
me too.
and talk about lots of different things.
Good.
So, first off, wanted to say, why did you want to come on the show?
Well, I'm always trying to promote myself, I guess.
Visibility.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's why Instagram and Facebook and all that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and I think as an artist and just as a person, it's good to get out there
It
and
is.
do different things and challenge yourself. And like I said, I was a little nervous, but it's good for you
It
to
is.
challenge yourself.
It
And I love
is.
being with you.
Oh, thanks. Feel the same. So Sherri is a very talented artist and has work in lots of different places. And she is one thing I love about her is that she is always doing something adventurous. So you and your
Yeah.
husband travel a lot. You
Yes.
have time with your family. You do a lot of
Mhm.
creative projects. So I wanted to talk more about those types of things, what you're doing
Good.
just on a
Alrighty.
daily basis.
Well, Michael and I, that's my husband, we enjoy taking big trips, but also just day trips. We
Yes,
have two beautiful Great Pyrenees dogs,
they are beautiful.
Ryder and Reba, and they pretty much are like our children now that we're retired. And so a lot of times it's harder to take those longer trips,
Yes,
but we
right.
feel very comfortable about going for the day and we go and even stay like 7 hours and they're
Uh-huh.
good. So
Yeah.
we like to go up. We do live in Prosper and we just shoot up, Preston and we go up to Lake Texoma to the Hagerman Center,
Oh,
the refuge
nice.
there. And we just love being in nature and both of us love taking photographs. I was a photographer before I started painting. And so that's just part of my love. And that's kind of where my paintings come into play is because I do love nature and lots of my paintings depict flowers or scenes of nature.
Yeah.
And so we just go and we take our phones and get out of the get out of the vehicle and go on trails and go down by the water. And on warm days, I'm usually in the water.
Oh, I love
in
that.
the in you know
I would be too.
I know I'm bad about that.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, do you feel like getting out all the time has really benefited you in terms of like the way you think about things or like your mental health? Just being out of the house, always doing something new?
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. I have always been one of those that love to go and do.
Right, right.
And so doing those, just even those little small trips, just are very good for your mental health, I
Yeah,
think, because Michael especially tends to just be at home if we're
right.
not doing something.
Yeah.
And he has thousands and thousands of photographs. And so
Uh-huh.
that's kind of his project all the time is
Yeah.
working on organizing. And that's pretty much what he enjoys doing.
Right.
And so getting out of the house
Add
helps
some
him.
variety.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and helps him, and I love going,
Uh,
and so it's definitely good for your mental health. I think everyone should do it. I always
Agree. I have
it's
found, especially like during COVID and even more recently, with the snowmageddon that we
yes,
had,
yeah,
that when I'm home and I'm home a lot, it gets kind of depressing after a little while.
yeah,
So it's nice to be able to say, okay, I'm going to go out and be around people and,
yeah.
go see some new things. And it really does keep your mind sharp and occupied, I think.
Oh, yes, I totally agree, and we moved here in 2007,
Mm-hmm.
so we've been here quite a while now,
Yeah.
but when we first moved here, I just was so gung ho, glam, I feel like, but I went out and looked for places to meet people, and
Oh, I
I
love
I
that.
joined a meetup group,
Oh, cool. Okay.
meetup.com,
Uh-huh.
and my first group was McKinney Ladies Who Lunch.
Oh, that's
And my alley. I love to lunch. So I met a lot of people and we started doing other kinds of things other than lunches.
yeah,
That was kind of my
jumping
base.
off point.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I met so many people. And then I started doing some volunteer work, different organizations.
You volunteered for Art Club in McKinney.
Yes,
You were the
yes.
photographer for
That's
a
right.
while.
That's right. I did. That
Yeah.
was my first exposure. I had lots of artist friends, and they always encouraged me to come to the meeting. And it's like, I'm not an artist, but I've learned that everyone's an artist in their own way, really,
Yes. Oh,
and
yeah.
so we all have some sort of little talent and urge, I think.
Yeah.
So I,
It's always really interesting to me. People will say, "Oh, I'm not artistic," but there might be really creative in another way.
yes,
It's
yeah.
like Joy, one of the members from Art Club, she
Hmm.
was in government work for so long. She's like, "I'm not artistic." And now she's making all these things and going to
Yes.
festivals and selling
I
stuff.
know, I love them. Yes, she's so cute,
Yeah.
such a sweetheart, and she's making beautiful things.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
yes, I absolutely agree. I always thought that art um, meant drawing, and
Yeah.
I struggle with drawing because I really never took any um, organized college art classes or
Right.
anything like that. I had my teacher background for 20 years with preschoolers, and so I did a
Mhm.
lot of that kind of activity, art activities, but I always I always told people I could draw a stick figure and that's about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty much about the same place, but there are other kinds of ways that you can express yourself,
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
definitely.
yeah.
Cooking, painting.
Core, I love
Oh,
decorating my
yes.
house.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
that's super fun.
yeah,
It does take an artistic eye to do stuff like that, especially, like, when you're decorating.
yeah,
I like to decorate too.
yeah.
So, I wanted to ask you, how do you pick where you're gonna go on your travels, on your adventures? Do you do a lot of research?
I do so yeah, I love that part of it too. Michael
Okay.
has gotten to where he is very spontaneous.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
I
that's
mean, to the
awesome.
point of he doesn't even like to make hotel reservations.
He's like, "Okay, we're going right
Yes,
now."
yes, and so, I am just opposite. That's
Uh-huh.
part of my enjoyment is sitting down at the computer and looking at
Planning.
yes, and planning and
Right.
getting each of the places where we're gonna spend the night and
Uh-huh.
all that, and
Yeah.
but a lot of it, I have to say, we took 2 5,000-mile trips,
Okay.
and both of them were around our grandchildren.
Aw.
And so our 2 boys in California
Right.
play baseball.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Our oldest, Braden, was playing in Cooperstown, New York,
Oh,
at the
wow.
big tournament they have
That's
there.
aw
And so we decided just to drive
Yeah.
and, look
That's
at
a
everything.
huge amount of distance.
Yes, it was a big, big trip. We were gone 5 weeks, I
Were you
believe.
really? Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yes, and we just stopped where we wanted to stop. It was so much fun.
Was it?
We
That
had
sounds
one
it.
hotel reservation that was
Uh-huh.
in Cooperstown because
Okay.
I felt like we needed to have that
Something
secure, yeah,
solid. Yeah.
but we just stopped, and one of the places that I'm just thrilled that we got to do is Niagara Falls.
Oh,
I would have never even thought to go to
really? I have
Niagara
yet to
Falls.
go. Was
Oh
it worth
gosh,
it?
oh my gosh, yes.
Okay, okay.
And you have to go on the Mist of the Maid. I think that's what it's called.
Oh, that sounds
That
interesting.
boat that takes you out and you go up
Oh,
close and
yeah.
you suit up in the rain gear,
Uh-huh.
and it is just amazing. I mean,
Okay.
you get so close and it's
Oh, that
like
sounds wonderful.
awe-inspiring.
Okay.
But uh, a lot of our trips just, someone will say something or has something going, and
Yeah.
and we said, okay, let's go.
That sounds great. And you like to drive?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah. Again,
Convenient.
it's very convenient,
Right.
and you get to stop where you wanna stop. I mean,
Yes.
hopping on a plane and getting there in 2 or 3 hours is wonderful,
Uh-huh.
yes.
But you
But
have no control over like, "Oh, let's stop and look at this, do
s
that," or
yeah, and, like,
take your
going
time.
to going east, and you can stop at Nashville and the different
Uh-huh.
places, um, and it just gives you that I mean, we wouldn't have nearly half the adventures that we have if we flew,
Right, true.
so I love driving.
So what have been some of your favorite places that you've been? Or are there places that you go back to regularly?
Well, our other big trip was a trip, started in California at our
Okay.
son's house, and then we went north and we went on Highway 1 And so we went through some of the redwoods. Oh
Nice.
gosh, we actually, it sounds so fun, but we went through a rest stop of all
Oh,
things, and
really?
it probably is the most awe-inspiring thing I have ever seen.
Oh,
It
wow.
was, I don't know what the name of it is, but it was just these huge, big trees. And it was not your typical rest stop, but it, had the bathroom and those kind of things.
Really?
But
Okay.
when we stopped, we both were like, oh my God. And we were the only ones, that happens to us
Oh,
a
that's
lot.
awesome.
We will be driving somewhere and, well, nobody else is around.
Yeah,
It,
I actually prefer
yeah.
that.
Me too. Yes. Yeah. We have a little saying, you and me.
Yeah.
And so that happens a lot. Well, you and me.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so we're gonna go to the audience, and you're gonna have to do some research on the rest stop and see if you can find the name of it,
I will.
and let
Yes.
and
Oh,
let
you
us
will.
know.
Yes. It's
Maybe someone knows what the
Very
rest stop is.
North California, and I can actually look it up. That's one thing I do. I'm a Facebook junkie, but one thing I love about it is I
Uh-huh.
can look back at anything.
That's true.
I
It's
can
like
find that
journaling.
in just a second,
Yeah,
just by doing the search.
I love that.
The put in the keyword and boom, it's right there.
It's
So
Facebook is kind of like a scrapbook or a photo album
yes, yes,
because of the dates, and you can
yeah,
go back and you can search in your own Facebook, which is kinda nice.
yeah, yeah. I tell people because sometimes my son makes fun of me
Oh, yeah.
in California. And I say, "It's my diary." It kind of is. I mean,
That's
it's
one
full of
thing I love.
memories. Yeah, me too. I love when those memories come up,
Oh, yeah.
every day and they
Yeah.
remind you of different things.
Oh, yes. It's
So,
definitely
yeah,
a happy thing.
yeah, yeah. So that trip, that was my awe-inspiring thing. But then we went on up into Oregon, where my daughter Maggie lives,
Okay.
and she lived in Coos Bay, which is right on the coast.
Okay.
And wow, I had never seen anything like that because it's
Really?
just I'm used to a beach coast in
Yeah.
California, but it was a
Different, very
I
different.
know, yes, you too.
We saw a friend.
Sorry. So anyway, it was a rocky coast,
Uh-huh.
and then the sea is coming up on those rocks and then the big huge trees.
So it's very
It's so
different than
yes.
like Florida or,
Oh yeah.
some other
Yes,
beach.
and it's fun to go to those different topographies,
Right?
but it's so funny because every time that we go to California
Uh-huh.
to see our son and we're driving through the desert back home,
Yeah.
when we get into Texas, it's immediate like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
I love the topography here. It's flat and I
And
don't
you
know
can
why.
see everything.
Yes, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just so vast and I love farm animals.
Yeah.
And so it's so fun to be driving and see the cows and the
Do you ever
horses
get
and
the tumbleweeds that go across
oh
the
yes,
highway?
yes,
We
yeah.
had a tumbleweed storm. One time we were
Oh
driving
my
to
gosh.
Colorado,
Yeah.
and they were just like blowing
Oh
across
my
the highway. It
god.
was awesome. I
Wow.
was like, I want to take a video. I took video and
Oh,
everything. It
you
was
did?
so
Oh my
cool.
god. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never taken a video, but that would be neat.
Yeah,
So
it
yeah.
was really cool.
Yeah.
It was very western.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, yes. We stop a lot at different things. Michael's so good about that.
Oh, that's
Some
good.
us don't want to stop and see
That's
things,
true.
but he's very good about that. And so if we see a big cotton field, we'll
Oh,
stop
yeah, I love
because
that.
I never saw a cotton field before moving
Right.
to Texas.
Yeah, yeah. And there's
So
so many things I haven't seen before being in Texas.
yep,
So
yep.
there's lots to look at for sure.
Oh yeah, there is definitely.
So
Yes.
we've covered traveling,
Okay.
and let's talk about your artwork.
Okay.
So tell us what kind of art you do, what your favorite thing to do is, what you're working on, and
Okay.
where we can find some of your artwork.
Okay. Well,
That was a lot of questions, I know. I'll remind you.
the artwork that I doing is acrylic and mixed media.
Yes.
And I enjoy sometimes adding in some ink
Uh-huh.
because of the vibrance that it brings.
Right.
And I dabble in watercolor. And I've just been currently working on some things for some shows that are coming up for the art club.
Yes.
We have Art Meets Poetry, and then our A Touch of Red. That's our member show that's coming up. So those are the things I've been working on
Awesome.
lately. And then
Okay.
because of our snowmageddon, I really, did a lot of playing in the art room.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my art room is a story in itself. So
Is it? I
yeah,
bet.
we we changed out one of our guest rooms and
Okay.
made that an art room. So
Awesome.
during COVID, I just was dying to start doing something like that.
Were
And
you in
so,
there a lot?
yes,
Were you?
yes, yeah.
Was it
And
a
that
good
was,
escape?
it was nice. Yeah. And I found myself, and I still find myself, like if I'm sitting and watching TV, something where my mind is quiet,
Yeah.
I all of a sudden you just get that urge to like, oh
To
no,
do
I can't
something?
sit here. Yeah, I've got to go in there and
So
create,
that's interesting because I feel like that and my daughter's like that.
Yeah.
When we watch TV, we have to be doing something else
Yeah.
with our hands
Mhm.
or like
Mhm.
sketching or making
Yeah.
something or multitasking.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
neat.
know why that
Yeah.
is. I don't know if that's the creative mind. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But
I'm
it's good to know we're not the only ones.
no. A lot of times though, I've just got my phone in my hand
Oh
too.
yeah, that
That,
too. Yeah, checking email. Oh, look at this. So where do you find your
uh,
inspiration?
well, I love bright colors, as you know,
Yeah.
and I don't really paint realistically. So I use simple shapes and I guess you'd call it more folk arty. So I really just love nature. And sometimes the inspiration will come from another artist.
Right?
When you're on Instagram, a lot of the
Oh
people that
yeah.
you follow are other artists. So I'll see a style that I might like and then I'll go and dabble.
Oh, yeah.
So
Experiment.
yeah, yeah.
I love Instagram. That's where I find that and Pinterest. I find a lot of my inspiration from.
Yeah.
I'm always like, the search section of
Yes.
Instagram,
Yeah.
my whole feed has like all this cool stuff. And I'm like, oh, look at this. Look, I could sit there and look at it forever. There's
Me
so
too. I
much.
do that same thing, and I don't know if people get tired of it. Probably, but I search that search thing,
Yeah.
and I will find the coolest things,
Oh,
and it's like, "Oh,
yeah.
I have to share that." And so
Yes.
then I share it to my story,
Uh-huh.
and so I think it's kind of cool to be able to do that and
Oh,
share it,
yeah.
and a lot of people will like, certain
Of
things,
course.
but yeah, there's so much to learn that you can pick up on. A lot of people think so negatively of it, but there's a lot. I think your
Yeah.
algorithm, is what matters too. And
That's true.
mine is like all
Full of
art.
happiness.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine is too.
Yeah.
I stay away from the news
Yeah.
or liking stuff
Yes.
because
Yeah.
then it shows up on your feed. So I like everything that has color
Yes.
or like that's artistic,
Right. Me
or
too.
Snoopy. So
Oh
because I
yeah.
love
Gotta
Snoopy.
be Snoopy.
So
Yeah.
what kind of projects would you like to work on this year for 2026? Do you have some goals or things that you want to do? And it could be travel or art or maybe trying something new.
Well, since you asked that, I will share. You know how a lot of people will choose a word at the beginning of the year?
Yes.
So I've been doing that for a while
Oh,
now.
cool.
And
To get an exclusive?
Behind the scenes with Sherry.
here, my word is
Drum roll, please.
choose.
Shoes.
Because I found myself when I first
Oh, I
started
like that.
in the art community,
Yeah.
I just wanted to do everything.
Huh?
Oh, yes, 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 yeah, and I got to a point where it was just like a lot.
Oh, okay.
And
Gotcha.
so even though I enjoyed everything, I found I just wasn't giving my all to,
Right.
So this year I thought, okay, I'm going to choose the things that, I really want to
Oh,
do.
that's
And
good.
so that's my word.
Okay.
And one thing that I really want to focus on that I haven't done a lot of is painting on big canvases. So,
Yes.
yeah.
I would love for you to do that.
Well, I'm going to try.
That sounds
So,
great. So, can I ask where you got your dogs from?
yes.
Okay.
And on social media,
Uh-huh.
one of my acquaintances, she lives on a farm in Decatur, and she put on the farm on the feed that she had these puppies.
Okay.
And oh my gosh, you know what puppies
Of
look like.
course.
And Great Pyrenees puppies are just
Gorgeous.
amazing. So I bugged Michael and bugged him, and we had some exposure to Great Pyrenees
Okay.
already because I was going to say dear friend, they're a dear friend, but also my parents um, have a Great
Oh,
Pyrenees
okay.
and my cousin. And so we had kind of seen them and saw what their temperament
Yeah.
was. I just thought, I want one of those.
Oh,
And so Ryder was our first one that we got.
yeah.
And then a few years later, actually 3 years later, again, she put puppies on the.
Oh,
And
that's
so it's like,
funny.
oh my gosh, yes, I want another one. We had been talking about it,
Yeah.
because then they work better in pairs.
Okay.
They're not real big, farm kind of dogs or
Right.
anything. They're in the house most of the time, but they're very protective
Are
and
they?
they love each other. They just
Oh,
adore
that's
it's
so sweet.
that is the thing that's so endearing. We'll just be
Yeah.
sitting and they just lay by each other. I mean, it's
Oh,
touching even. It's so
yeah,
cute,
that is.
and they just bring us so much joy. It's
Yeah, I'm
really,
sure.
yeah, it's fun, and they make us laugh.
Yeah,
So
I bet.
it's good to laugh,
It
and
is.
Michael himself makes me laugh. He's one of those guys that when we have 4 children, boys and 2 girls, and when the girls were teenagers, they would roll their eyes because of all his dad jokes.
Oh, that's funny.
Now he's doing the same dad jokes on me.
Still making y'all laugh though.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
lots of laughter. I know people ask, about the longevity of our marriage because next year,
I was about to say, isn't it your 49th year this year?
yeah, we just had our
Yes.
49th. So
And then
next
next year's
year,
the
the
50th.
big 50.
Okay,
Yes,
so that opens up
yes.
a whole nother door to questions.
Okay.
I mean, congratulations on
Thank you.
that. That's a
Thank
huge
you.
achievement
It is. It is. I'm really proud of it.
and
And
a
it
lot
just,
of work.
yes. No.
I mean, any
Yeah.
kind of relationship is work.
Well,
So,
it's just so up and down and you have struggle. Everything is not peachy keen,
right. No.
but you just work through it and always, that thing you and me. I mean, you just have to
Yes.
keep that in mind and
So what do you think
it's
has been helpful in your relationship over the years to be able to get through the ups and the downs? What kind of advice do you have for people?
well, I think kind of what we talked about a second ago, the laughter.
Yeah.
Laughter is so
Yes.
important. Compromise,
Yeah.
that's such a biggie. And Michael has been so good about that. I mean, he did the ultimate compromise and sacrifice because when we moved here, he wasn't so keen on moving to Texas,
Yeah. Yeah, Andrew's from Philadelphia. So
Okay,
that was
okay.
he'd lived there all his life, so that was a big
Yeah,
change for him.
that was the same. We had lived in our house in California for 22 years.
Oh, wow.
And,
Yeah,
the
that is a
kids
big
were
change.
young and they went to all their dances and, all that. But we went through some struggles with one of our kids
Yeah,
and
right.
I was at a pretty desperate place. I just,
Oh, yeah.
and I had come out here with our son in California because he had a friend that
Right.
lived here and I just really loved it. I mean, from the time we started from the airport driving down,
Yes. You knew.
I knew it
Right.
was something, but it wasn't like that for Michael. But he knew that I was in such a desperate place.
Right. He was willing to do what needed to be done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. At one point, I was sitting and being sad, and he just said, "Okay, call the realtor." And so that's kind of how it
Yeah.
happened. But
Well,
now we
moving to
both love it.
Texas, I mean, he must have really loved you.
Yes. Yes, I know. I know. I think about
Oh,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
But that's a biggie. Is the compromise, and
Yeah.
I always and show and express your gratefulness. I think that's so big
Oh, yeah.
in anything that you do because you may feel grateful, but you need to tell people how grateful you are,
That's true.
and it makes them feel good. You get
And want to do
fuzzy.
more,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's encouraging.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So. And just, I think, be each other's best friend and support one another. He's fully retired, as I am too, from my job.
Yeah.
But I've been very busy for the last
You are always
5
busy.
years
Yes.
with different things in our community,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's so supportive and just so I think that's a huge thing in
Oh,
a
yeah.
marriage. Yeah, we're excited.
Do
So
you have plans for your 50th? Are you going to go
I
all
don't
big?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I threw him a 70th birthday party,
And how
and
was that?
it was so fun.
Because I
Yes.
remember you mentioned that.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. He knew that he was having a party. It was in California at our son's house,
Right.
and he knew about the party, but I had kept back some of the guests that
Right.
were
Right.
coming
Uh-huh.
as surprises, and he was really
Was
surprised.
he?
Yes, I mean,
Was
it
he
was
like, wow, I can't believe those people are
yes,
here?
yes, yes, and it was so funny the way the whole thing played out because, like, one person would walk up and they say, "Oh my gosh, how are you?" And visit with him and be
Yeah.
totally surprised that they were there. And then right behind them, another person would walk up,
Oh,
and it was
that's
just
funny.
God's timing. I guess it was
That's
just really
awesome. I
weird.
love
But
it.
so, I don't know if we're going to do a party or maybe take a trip. A
Yeah,
cruise would be fun.
that would be
Yeah,
fun.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I don't know. We have a whole year to think
I
about
know, that's true.
it.
You know how the time goes,
Yeah,
though, it'll go like that.
I know. Yes,
Oh,
absolutely. Yes.
well, that's very exciting.
Yeah, yeah. I think our kids are really good about that. Like with Michael's party,
Yeah.
they were just so helpful with organizing
It does help when
things.
you have the assistant from your children to do stuff.
Yes, it's nice to have grown children like
Uh-huh.
that. Well, of course, I guess you would have grown children being 50,
I
50
don't know, you
years
never
marriage.
know.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Uh,
Well, is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience?
well, you caught me off guard.
Is there anything well, actually, where can we find you? I know you
Oh,
have several accounts on Instagram for
yes.
photos and art, so if you wanna talk about that and where people can look you up.
Okay. Well, one thing, it's not really active. I don't know if I should even mention it. And you
Oh,
can
but you should.
I, was the originator of McKinney Photo of the Day.
Oh, I did not
And
know that.
yes,
Oh, wow.
so that went on for 5 or
Bliss.
6 years, 7 years maybe. And then I just kind of got discouraged, to tell you the truth, because seemed like the same, I'll say 10 people.
Huh.
I
Huh.
know. Yes, exactly. They
Sounds
were
familiar.
always the ones that were participating.
Yeah,
And it was, not a lot of work, but it was work to set it up
of
because
course.
I would change the theme. First, I was changing it daily.
Right.
That got too much because I would create
Yeah.
a cover page every time we changed the theme.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we were doing it every three or 4 days. I think I just got burnt out, but
Yeah.
I am proud to say that that was my baby.
And it lasted quite a while.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So,
it wasn't a week or two, it was like several years.
yeah. And it was so thrilling
Yeah.
because I had never really done something like that, or it was before I was doing art.
Yeah.
And I was contacted by the newspaper, the
Calling
Courier
Calling County?
Gazette,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
the
yeah.
one in
Yes,
McKinney.
yes.
They did an article
Oh, did they
on,
really? Oh,
yes,
that's
on
awesome.
McKinney Foot of the Day and myself. And so that was just such a thrill for me to, have that.
That
And
publication is always really good about supporting local artists
yes,
too.
yes, it's really nice. So,
That
other,
was exciting.
yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
was fun. Little feather in my cap.
Yes, and it was a good end to that long
Yeah, yeah,
several years.
yeah. But I think that was a big thing that got my name and,
Yeah,
connections
right.
from that, because I would go out down on the square and people would come up to me
Ooh,
and
you were
I
famous.
wouldn't even know them. And it's so funny because
Oh, that's
sometimes when
awesome.
my kids would be visiting or something and we'd go down there, that would happen. And they'd go, "Man, Mom, you should run for mayor."
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but it was
Modern
fun.
day influencer.
But that was fun.
That
And
is fun.
I'm just enjoying being part of the art club and involved
Enjoying
there. And
life.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And doing this even.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
fun. I love new experiences and I love you.
Oh, I love you too. I'm glad we
So,
got to spend the afternoon together.
me too. Thanks so much.
Yeah, sure. Well, we are wrapping up at Sweetwater's Coffee and Tea at Craig Ranch, and this is Sherri Murphy, and I'm Kat with the Well, and
I'm Drew.
and that's Drew behind the camera. And thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.